guys, thanks for watching right now. I thought I'd make more of these videos about what I use and what I usually play with when I go on game days. So this is my newest member to the family that I have, which is the MP7. It's absolutely amazing, absolute beast. I mean, you'll see this on most game sites now, but they are quite expensive. So if you're looking for a budget, it can be in your budget range. I don't know how your airsoft site that you go to or the place where you buy your guns from, what deal they'll basically do you, but it's in the price range of £200 to £300. This is my SIG. This is an actual airsoft SIG pistol. It's a gas blowback, and this is a Springer. But this is actually a BB gun. So I was at a local shop and they were selling all these guns. It was all like in these different kind of colours. And I saw this one. I believe it was under £10, so it was £7. But I just absolutely loved the look of it. I was like, okay, I can make that my own. And yeah, so I'll use this. I actually bought 2 of them on that day. But I don't actually take them both out with me. I'll just usually use it for like plinking. But usually now what I use this for is it's like a sniper rifle for me. It shoots so far, it's unbelievable for a Springer. I mean, if you're looking to get accurate shots at a distance, I would highly suggest get a Springer pistol, BB pistol. But this is strictly BB. It's not an airsoft pistol like that. And these are my grenades. I'll be talking about these grenades a little bit as well. These are quite old, so I don't know if you'd even be able to find these anymore in any airsoft store, unless you requested it or you got it from abroad. But these have a lot of history. They cost me £4 each. They wasn't actually working, and my shop was actually selling them as just like displays. So basically, if you're like one of those airsofters that like to wear things on your loadout that looks like legit but doesn't work, that's what they basically was trying to sell them to me for. And I just bought them in the hope that they would work, or I'd get them to work, and I have actually got them to work. So a little bit of hope when you go out and buying things, like just because they're cheap or they don't work. For example, like this pistol, just because it's cheap doesn't mean it's bad. I'd say, yeah, go in for it and see what you can actually do. But today it's all going to be about these two and the FPS, what these two make. I won't be doing the FPS check on that or these. But it'll be interesting to see what these two are actually firing at. Okay, yeah, we'll start with my trusted WE SIG. This thing is really good. I mean, I have no failures on it, no gas coming out of it. I was going to say pissing out, but everything about this gun is on par. It's got a bit of wear and tear to it, but you know how you gun guys are. It's always good to have a little bit of wear and tear. It just looks more legitimate. Even the sights are very good. White dot. This is a gun I unloaded took apart in my previous video. It started apart, so I might as well just show you how to take this one apart actually. Now there's gas in that cylinder there, so that's probably why I couldn't do it. So you pull this lever down. This is like a bit of safety there. And it'll come apart. This is for anyone that's got the same kind of gun. Not much going on in parts of technicality with the gun. So it's actually really simple, nice and easy. One thing I did find about this gun, there's no safety. The safety's in the heavy trigger and in the cocking mechanism at the back. This is where all the action is pretty much. There's a spring you can take on. There's a little hole back there. and then there's the hop up. Now that's the only thing. I think if you wanted to actually do the hop up, you actually got to take the gun apart, adjust it, and put it back together. Now, difference with this gas and a spring, obviously it's like different in weather times. So if you're like more in the winter, it's gonna shoot pretty decent, but in summer, there's not too much of a difference. You probably get more of a straighter fly of a bullet than you do in the winter time. And yeah, that's it. Good old SIG. Now we'll compare the FPS. This is going to be compared against the FPS with the Springer over there. So let me just fire this. I know it's unloaded. There's nothing in there. There's no bullets there either. There we go. As I said before, no safety. So I guess that's better in like quick game draws. Pow, pow, pow. Right, then we'll move to the next one. Okay, here it is, a trusted Springer 1911. More the up-to-date version, not the old school World War II version. This is it's metal and plastic. The cartridges are very different. I think it's got a weighted bottom to it. But this is very reliable. Never had a problem with this. I'd say I do have two of these, but I've just taken the better one out of the two. I kind of use this as before I got my MP7, which I'll show later in this video. This was what I was using as a sniper. I could shoot this thing, and it would shoot someone a good 60 to 100 yards and hit them, and they would call it. The FPS with this is not too different to this one, but obviously it's springs. I think like springs in pistols are kind of like the same as snipers. But yeah, so it's really good. So, and this is literally just a BB gun. Nothing to it. You can't really take it apart. Wouldn't suggest taking it apart either. But you can get spring BB pistols that you can take apart. But this one I actually got really cheap. I was just, in the hype of I wanted to buy one of these guns that I saw that it was selling. And yeah, I think it was just under £10. I think it was like £7 I got this thing. Took it back, and it fired like a dream. Took it to a game. The only thing is I'm gonna strip this paint now, so it looks similar to that, or because it does chip off anyway. The paint is actually chipping off. I'll probably even scratch it now. I'll show you a little bit. Yeah. All right, and yeah, we'll just compare this. You'll see the comparison of the FPS with the SIG coming right now. Okay guys, so now we come to the MP7. This is usually used by the special forces. It's not a 7.62, I think it's a 5.56 round they use, or even smaller for the real one that they use here for armor penetrating. But you basically have to fill your enemy with loads of lead. This piece, but this piece it's actually quite heavy for what it is. It's an AEG. It's got front foregrip already built into it. It's ambidextrous. Oh, excuse me, I lost my tongue there. Ambidextrous. So you've got a single fire and multi-shot as well. As the same on the other side. This is where the hop up is in this bay here. So here's your pulling bay. When you rack it back, a bit like an M4, but it's nothing to do with loading a bullet or racking a bullet in the chamber. It's just purely for your hop up. As well, on the sights, there's two sights on here. which I'm pretty impressed with. So it's a pistol sight, which I prefer using because it is kind of like a medium range gun, but you can shoot far with this. I'd say you can touch people right up to 100 yards, I'd say. And this is the other sight you can have with it. That's for long distance shooting. And I mean, they wouldn't have it there. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, they wouldn't have it there if it couldn't be used. And here's the bit here where you pull that's extend the back, shoulder rest. I mean, it feels great. If you ever held one of these and you put this on your shoulder and you hold this gun, there's just something that feels so right about holding this and shooting it. But yeah, I'll add on the attachments so you can actually see how it looks properly. My one came with this magazine. I think it holds 120 rounds, give or take. It's a wind-up mag as well, so all you do is wind up the back, and yeah, then you're ready to rock and roll, really. Battery goes here, so you've probably seen other previous videos, but I'll just show you now. So you take that off here, bit of a wiggle, that's it, just a bit really gentle, and it goes in there. It's enough for 11 lipo, stick type though. Stick type battery, so not much you can put in there, but I think you could probably squeeze a little big battery in there, but I wouldn't suggest it doing that on the regular. This also came with a silencer, and let me see if I can put the silencer on for you guys right now. It's a little bit tricky. Yeah, so having this one is like really good. You can be quite up close and close quarters, go around the corner. Nope, going the wrong way. With the silencer, you can get different silencers. Obviously, if you've already got one, I'd say try it out. There's a screw-on silencer, so it's not one that's already there. Now, this is a silencer it came with. I've seen other MP7s where they have the smoother one, but I actually quite like this one. So let's see if I get this on the first time, because putting on silencers ain't an easy job, because you don't want to over thread the threads, mess anything up. I just want to show you how it looks like when you have a silencer on this baby. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think that'll do. I'll do the trick. Now look at that. You get a sight on there and you're ready to go. Now this is probably the same size, I would say, as a G36 from tip to tip, just about. G36 or an M4. Absolutely amazing. It shoots around 292 to, on a good day, 300 FPS. There's a medium range gun, but it can shoot out and touch at a very far distance. Maybe if I was to put a longer inner barrel there, because this is basically just for aesthetics, doesn't do anything. Well, it does quiet down the gun though. But if you was to put an inner barrel in there, I reckon this would be my new sniper instead of the pistol. But yeah, tell me what you think to that. It is pretty amazing.